guys, I'm Nikki Dinky, and I am getting in the holiday spirit. That's the Halloween spirit, to be specific. So today we are making caramel apples, and I have a slight love affair with caramel or caramel or whatever. I probably pronounce it different every time I say it, but it doesn't matter because it's so delicious and it's so wonderful. And what's better than it covered over an apple with whatever toppings and fun you want to have with it. This is the perfect thing to do with your kids or have at a party or give as a gift or just eat by yourself and indulge. So yes, today we are making caramel apples. So today I'm going to take it a little easy on you. We're going to use some store-bought ingredients because I kind of feel like this should be really just fun. It should be more about the decorating and the time spent than all the preparation. So we are using some store-bought caramels, and even though you think that we're taking the easy route here, we still want to do a couple steps to make sure they come out perfect. One of these steps that's very important is we want to rough up this apple a little bit. It's very shiny, and caramel and anything sticky is not going to stick to something shiny so well. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop it in this boiling water for like 3 to 5 seconds, just for a second. Then we're going to take a vegetable brush, or I just have a clean sponge, and just rough it up a little bit, and that's going to make sure the caramel sticks to this very nicely. Have one less shiny apple. You can actually kind of see that like waxy stuff. It's kind of white. Well, this is going to make for a much better caramel apple. Now all we gotta do is insert our stick. Now this is really simple. Now these popsicle sticks work great. You could use a bamboo skewer. I mean, really anything. All we're going to do is place it right in the center here and push in. So of course now we need our caramel. I'm using just a bag of these caramel candies. It actually has some sticks in here and instructions on how to do this. We're just changing it up very slightly. Now you're probably going to use a whole bag, but I'm going to cut this down and just use a half a bag and make about 2 apples. A whole bag will make anywhere from like 4 to 5 depending on the size of the apples. I just really like caramels, and I like the idea of having extra to snack on, so I'm only making 2 apples. Anyway, we want to take all these out of the package. I've got a half a bag right here. We are going to put this in a small saucepan. You want it as small as possible so you can get those apples nice and dipped in there. And I'm also going to be adding in 1 tablespoon of milk. If you were doing a whole bag of caramels, you want to add in 2 tablespoons of milk. Easy. Now just keep on stirring this, keep it on kind of a low to medium heat, and you just want to wait until all those caramels melt nicely. Now we do need to put these on something, so I'm going to use some parchment paper. If you don't have any parchment paper, just take a baking sheet and cover it in some butter. The idea is that our caramel is going to come off the apple a little bit, and we just don't want it to stick on whatever we're putting it on. And a little bit of parchment paper works really nicely. Our caramel's beautifully melted. It's nice and gooey. As a little piece of advice, you might want to not stick your finger right inside of the caramel like I just did a couple minutes ago. I just really wanted a taste of it, and for some reason I thought it would be a good idea to put my finger in some hot melted sugar. It wasn't a good idea. It hurt a lot, and I have no idea what my finger is going to look like tomorrow. So learn from my lessons. Don't put your finger in there, but do put your caramel or your apple in there to make some caramel apples. So when you first cover the apples in caramel, that's also a great opportunity to add whatever you want. Put on M&Ms, marshmallows. I've even put on giant Rolos because I love Rolos. Have fun, and maybe each person can do their own. It's a lot of fun. I'm going to keep mine a little more simple. So while I've got them in the refrigerator for a couple of minutes, I'm gonna melt up some chocolate that I'm just gonna kind of drizzle on the top. I've just got a bar of Hershey's milk chocolate here. I'm gonna put it in the microwave, and you can melt chocolate in the microwave, you just have to be really, really careful about it. So I'm gonna put this in for like 10 seconds, move it around, 10 seconds, move it around until it's just melted. So my apples have been in the refrigerator for less than 5 minutes. They're definitely not all the way set up, but they're set up enough that I can add some chocolate. Then I can put it in the refrigerator all together for about an hour and let it all harden nicely all together. So I have my melted milk chocolate here, and I'm just gonna drizzle it over and make it look pretty. And there you go. You wanna give these about an hour in the refrigerator just to make sure they're nice and solid. And when you serve them, you probably wanna bring them back up to a nice room temperature. Now these look great. I want you guys to have fun with this. Make whatever kind you want, add whatever you want, because as always, I want you to have fun in the kitchen. Happy Halloween, guys.